Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump in a match. Let's see what this cycling deck can do. It looked like we got a lot of good payoffs for the cycling decks, all the right ones. And it looks like we got just a plethora of cycling. Literally 16 of our 25 cards are cycling. So combine that with our payoffs and we should be in good shape. We got good removal in this hand, and we got 3 different cyclings, and we got 3 mana. Couldn't see us shipping this. Not pretty much ever. I wish we had a 1 mana cycler, but Start with a white. Probably cycle away this first, seeing as it's the least one we'll be able to really cast or want to cast. Cool. Evolving Wilds. Marmoset. Cool. That's going to be a good turn 3 for us. We'll lay this mountain and we'll ship it back. Seeing as we got 2 other cyclings in hand, I'm not going to hold this. I'm going to go ahead and cycle it. Alright. Let's cycle that. Lands are fine. That's a 1 mana cycler. Might want a red more than a white, at least given this hand. Alright. Send Marmoset out and hope he doesn't get pacified. Got a chance to give him +2, +4, +0. He can become a 6/3 first striker, and we can draw 2 cards next turn, or we can just see what he does. Of course, he's going to tap him down, so it doesn't help us a whole lot. And pacifying doesn't stop his ability. So I think we go to combat, let him tap us down. But he did not. Let's go ahead and swing. Because I think he has Divine Arrow or whatever. And he's wanting us to cycle. So that he can kind of take care of it. Yep, looks like that's what he has. That's perfectly fine. We don't have any way to really stop that. If we had blue, it still wouldn't stop it. So yep, we just let it happen. And we do have a couple 2 mana cycling cards that we care about. So let's go ahead and cycle this for 1. See if we can draw anything we care about putting out there. We did not. Alright, so next turn we might play this and cycle this the next turn to kind of go hit another creature. Most of the times we won't be casting the Cyclone, but given the state of our hand, we might go ahead and do that. The cycling deck is the first one I ever drafted on here, and it's a new format, so it's kind of be a give and take of figuring out when to cycle and when's best, but I think this is the right call. Yeah, we got a 1 mana cycler. So let's go ahead and he could have a counter. Is this going to be any good for us? There's some real lousy creatures to go get when we cycle this. I know we just gave up the value of cycling last turn. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let him counter this. If he wants to, he wants to. Yep, we knew he would. We're 2 for 2 on our calls so far. Now, like I said, it's possible if I was further in the format and I knew this deck a little bit better that maybe just cycling it last turn and kind of just rolling through our deck a little bit more is the better call. But I don't know that yet, so we'll kind of figure it out together, hopefully. Yep, he's loading out some creatures. And that's fine. We're getting a little flooded on mana. The thing about this, if I lay this, yeah, it gets 1 swing in, but after this, he taps it down forever. So it's going to be no good to us. Let's play 1 mana. Let's cycle. Kind of see what we're working with. That's great. What are we looking looking at so far? We got 5 cyclers in the yard, so this can deal 5 so far. We got 2 more in hand. So I say we go ahead and cycle another time. Let's kind of see what we're going to be having in our hand. Okay, we're getting a little bit flooded. Any of this we care about pacifying, and I'm going to say no. Let's kind of wait a little bit further, see. None of this stuff he's able to, what's it called, mutate, because they're all humans. So they're always going to be about this big unless he has a human pump spell. The reason last turn I went ahead and cycled is because I just wanted to see if I'm going to draw a couple of those payoffs for being in a cycling deck. So far we haven't hit that. Now I have to decide whether I want to cycle one or lay a 2/2 out to kind of block. Again, we got 6 cycling, so this, well, 5 cycling. Does one of these not have cycling? Oh, the Marmoset, yeah. 5 cycling so far, so we can deal 5, gain 5. I think I'm still in, like, we can take this for a little bit longer, so I'm going to cycle again. Then cycle one more time. That's a good enough draw, I guess. And we'll go ahead and pacify this glider. Let that flyer just sit up in the air for a while. The fact that we have 6 cyclers and this can gain 6 at any point, like, our life is not in trouble, like, at all. And we're hitting a lot of our lands. That's kind of a scary one. Wow. A lot of our lands, we're having 15 so far. We even played a lower amount for this reason. Kind of even this out. 2, 4, 6, 7. So I could go to 2, and he has 4 mana up. And this, yeah, he can make a flyer right now. Yeah, we may be in trouble because we're just flooding out a little bit. He answered our one way to really go crazy. So we'll go to end of turn, let him tap out to make a bird. And then we'll probably zap that guy, unfortunately. So he can stop doing that. Keep our life total pretty high. But we are in pretty deep trouble at this point. I think we drew 1 too many, well, not 1, 3 too many lands. Probably not one we're going to come out of. But hopefully it plays better in the next couple matches. Yep. 3/3 lifelinker. Feels pretty good. At this point, I can block 2 and take 2, 3, 4, 7. So I could block 2 of it and take 5. It really isn't doing me a whole lot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Oh, so let's go ahead and pacify this lifelinker. Try to get their life a little bit lower. Again, not loving our situation, but we're going to keep playing on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Gust to win. That's awesome. 3, 6, 9. Exactsies. Okay, so that didn't go very well. We pretty well got manhandled. Let's hope the rest of them play out a little bit better than that. I have a lot higher hopes for the cycling deck than that. If this doesn't play well, then we'll go back and look through and see if maybe we need to make some changes. Put some of those removal back in. 1 mana, 1 mana, 2 mana. So I think I might hold off for... I don't think I'm going to play that enchant land with that because giving this haste doesn't matter to me. But I might hold off on cycling these and lay this turn 2 so I can start pinging damage. And I'll probably turn 1 Evolving Wilds. But yeah, it's definitely a keeper. We just hope we don't draw too much more lands with these. and then getting the stinger down and start doing some damage is exactly what we want to do. Get my Dark Owl out. Can you do anything with these crystals? Oh, you can. It's the first time I've seen this map. We got all red cards in hand. Let's do red. Do they break? Do the crystals break? Does not look like it. Okay, we'll lay white and we'll get this stinger down. And we got 2 1-mana spells to cycle and a 2 cycling. So we can draw 2, ping 2, swing for 2. Seems nice. Since we can do this cycling at instant speed, I am going to probably just swing first. See what they do. Hopefully they don't have a divining arrow. Hopefully they just let them get in. And they just got me with a divining arrow, it looks like. It's possible that in this kind of deck we don't swing and just let it go off with these cycling. Yeah. Let's go ahead and cycle. Might as well cycle them both. I wish I would have laid my mana first. Cycling 2 there would have been a lot better. That was definitely a misplay. Also, it might be a misplay to even swing there. As soon as I swung, I said divining arrow. Maybe I should just sit back and let him ping him. Them missing mana feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and lay white and tap 1 of each in case we hit the 2-drop that's red-white. Go ahead and get the cycling going. No. I mean, a 2/2 for 2 isn't cycling like we want to, but we could use it to try to get him down a little bit lower. If they kill it, then it adds to our cycling count for our 1 card anyways. And we could lay him down and kind of see that they're screwed on mana and maybe possibly lay these out and win that way. Yeah, I think I'm in for just laying it this time. So if they stay a little bit land screwed, would be okay. Dead weight, yeah. That's the negative for playing it out there. All that being said, he's still stuck on 2 mana, and 5/5 hasters could just win the game. So I don't think I'm cycling these, especially with the mana in hand to play them. So we're going to play a different game this game. Try to take advantage of our opponent not hitting their lands. Yep. 2/4 vigilance. That gains a life at end of turn, right? Yeah. Right now it does. My turn. Alright, 5/5 hasters feel pretty good on this board. Boom. I don't know what he's thinking about. It's definitely not worth blocking. Okay. So let's see if we can get him low enough with this card. These 2 cards, because I plan on playing the next one too. He could possibly swing for 2 and then lay the tap, destroy their target tapped creature, tap yours and get a counter. That works really good with a vigilance creature. Swallow Whole, I think is what it's called. Or he's still thinking. He could lay another vigilance to gain 2, and that also could be pretty good against me. Okay, what is that? Get a 1/1. These all humans? Everybody's playing human stacks. Okay. Well, if I swing here, he triple blocks and I get a kill. These 2, that doesn't feel great. If I put this out and swing with both, he can only kill 1 of them. And it still probably only trades with those 2. I don't love it. If I swing with this, he could probably throw all of them in front of it, and then I could divining arrow like the vigilance guy and take them all out. And then I could also still hold up these cyclings. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that, because if he doesn't block that way, I could just lay a 5/5. So the other option is cycling and see what I get first. But I think there's a high chance I blow him out here. Okay. I think that's perfectly fine. If he wants to do that, I think I let him. And I don't mind letting another haster out. I mean, it shows him that I have a trick, but that's okay. I think the big bodies out there is probably what I want for this board anyways. Next turn we'll get our cycling on. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycling in the graveyard, and that was just kind of naturally. 2 more on the board. Ooh, the mythic I took just got, look at that animation, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good on this board. You can see 5 5s. But this divining arrow still can really get him. He could also pay 2 and sack these both to kill 1. Which seems pretty good. He just took one of my cycling out of the graveyard. So whenever he or another human enters, he can do that. Okay. So that being said, I think I'm in for cycling 1 first. Now, let's reverse. Is there an instant in my deck that I would want to hit off a cyclone? Is there a reason I would want to do that? I don't think so. Oh, there is. There's the Zenith flares or whatever. I'm trying to think what other instance I have in the decks to see if... I guess I have 3 of these, so it's possible I could hit those, which might be okay on this board, tapping 2 things down and then holding up Divine Arrow, because I could do this. No, that's not enough mana. So, oh, that's tough. Because then if I lay the Cyclone, I can't Divine Arrow. Alright, let's go ahead and swing first. We'll swing first, see what they do. If they don't block, like double block or anything like that, then I think what I'll do is I'll cycle and see what we hit. Because we could cycle into our double strike spell, and that pretty much leaves them at 1 life, and that would be good for us. Got them thinking. They don't have the 2 mana to sack 2 dudes to kill one of these people yet, because they only have 1 open. So when they block, there shouldn't be anything that they can do other than just block. So I should be open for this to blow them out, no matter how they block here. I don't see them putting him in harm's way. I see them possibly putting these 2 in harm's way, and if they do that, then I kill this guy with Divine Arrow and let my guy kill this guy. So then just leaving this one left over. He's possibly thinking about and wondering what in the set could blow him out here. If he wastes too long, though, goes through his whole timer, then my 2 5s are just going to get in. Let's see what happens. I think it's interesting to think whether to use the Cyclone there, but I also think that there's too much chance of it whiffing on something that I just can't remember is in the deck, that I think it's better to probably cycle this, see what I get, and then also probably cycle this. Okay, well, he just waited, so let's go ahead and cycle 1. Oh, buddy, that's really good. Okay, so if I deal 10 and I cycle this, I can go get him to 16 and kill him this turn. Let's go ahead and cycle. Alright, let's let them get in too. And he doesn't have any way to stop this, so we'll just shoot him for 6. And that's the game. Pretty cool. We played that on a different axis altogether, and it still got there. So I think maybe that's kind of what this deck might want to do so far from what I noticed. I think the marmosets and the creatures, you kind of are like a tempo aggressive deck. You cycle to hit your important cards, then use your either mass cards to like helix them to death, or you like let your marmoset just blast up out of nowhere and kill them. We got 2 cyclers and one that cares about it. 4 mana is a lot, but I think I'll keep it. We have 3 of those 5/5 hasters, so if we hit some of those, we can use the mana. Again, I think I'll hold on to these for this guy. Ooh, another cycling deck. Should I now? Yeah, I probably should hold these too. I might play him and then start cycling. Let's see if he can go off with cycling too. That fox might be deceivingly good in this format. We'll see. Well, not alone. Never seen that guy before. 3/6, 1 cycling. That's pretty cool. But if this gets too big, we have 2 pacifisms in the deck we know about. Mystery Egg, so he's cycling and mutating. Cool. Sure. Oof, maybe we should be cycling. We'll play the white, play this guy out, and we'll see if we can race this. The good thing is if this guy dies or something, unless it's pacifism, we will hate that, but it adds to this. So any of these creatures that die that are cycling, at least they add to the deck. I think I will lane Marmoset next and then start getting on the cycling train. At least that's my plan. It's been my plan for turn 1. We'll see what happens. It's possible he's thinking, no, because that Swallow makes this have to be tapped, so he can't do that. Alright, he's full on Jeskai. So he's definitely in the cycling colors. I'm not sure on this one. That's weird. Yeah, swing it with the Mystery Egg. I'll block all day. Nope. Oh my goodness. This. I might want to get this in the yard. Let's lay the Marmoset. We'll swing for 2. We're going to try to race this guy. We should be able to. Going forward, any cycling we see is going straight to the bin. Ooh. That's pretty good. I'd like to hit my my pacifism now. Don't like that. Now I can see why he ran the egg in the deck. At least for this guy. What I'm thinking is I could use both of these to pump this Marmoset a lot. And I need to hold this guy back to block there. But if I pump him far enough up, he could block here. Because it'll be pumped up to a 6/3 first striker and maybe kill him without gaining life. That's my hope. I don't know if it's going to work. He could have anything. I'd pretty much die to a stiff breeze at this point. If he mutates this and gives him flying, I'm pretty much screwed. Sure. Now if they cycle, they tap one, like my Marmoset down, I'm really in bad shape. Like I said, dead to a stiff breeze at this point, but we're going to hold on. Okay, so attacking with everything. What we're going to do is we're going to block here. And he can blow us out with Divining Arrow here. But again, we kind of have to play into it. Go ahead and cycle 1. Just going to deal 1. And they might Divining Arrow here. We'll see. If they do, I might still have to cycle. Oh, okay. Doesn't make sense not to just tap him before, but sure. Tapping him now is fine. Resolve both of those things. I'll let you resolve your cycling. I'll resolve my cycling. 5/5 creature is going to be better than this going forward. So we'll cycle again. Alright. Okay, so we're getting in a little better shape. We're getting a little bit of a chance here. These are deal 2, gain 2 at this point. Can be bigger. I think I'm going to pacify. To start this off, I'll pacify the fox, so he can't hurt us anymore. We kind of have to be on defense here. Yep, so we got to stay on defense. There's no attacking here. So sit back and see what happens. And then upon seeing what happens, we'll decide whether we have to cycle or not. Because we might have to cycle, make him bigger, or make these bigger. Just keep riding the wave, see what happens. We know we have 2 more of these guys in the deck, so we'll have the mana to hit any of foes to play as creatures going forward. So cycling him away isn't the worst thing in the world. Alright, cycling. So this gets bigger. He taps down on Marmoset. That's okay. See what happens. Alright, if he cycles another card, then we're pretty much dead. Yeah, Sharknado, that's really good. Oh, let's see what our next card is. Yeah, we're just 1 turn away from really stabilizing this. We're going to start gaining 4 and dealing 4. That's a rough one to lose. Feel like we were just a little bit off of being able to turn the tide. Well, 2 losses already with this deck. Not loving it. Oh, I said if we got a second loss, we'd relook at the deck. Probably should have. There's a chance that the Phoenix needs to be in it. Or maybe some of the removal will add another land. I'm not sure. Well, we'll keep it. Again, we keep seeing these 4 mana hands with 15 lands. It's not the ratio we want at all. The question is, do we want Evolving Wilds or Cycling first? We'll keep. We'll probably Evolving Wilds and Cycling second. And save this for, you know, going off with one of the cards we want to cycle while in the battlefield. Evolving Wilds, like I said. Get our second mountain. And another land. Yuck. We'll send it back. Probably cycle our Serpent. Even though at this point we're close to casting him. Let's change it. Let's cycle 1. We'll do this guy. There might be a chance I just want to cast that guy. Ugh, more land. Yuck. Again, this guy isn't going to do us much good. We do have a 1-drop cycler. A 1-drop creature. So let's go ahead and cycle that. Nope. Alright. We'll cycle that for 1 as well. We'll just keep churning through our deck and get somewhere, hopefully. At least we got this going. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, don't care about a 1/5. We're not caring about that guy. Ugh, so much land. Cycle. Yeah. Let's cycle that too. Okay. We'll send it back. I mean, double strike on a 5/5 is cool. But again, I think I'm probably going to cycle this until it's something we actually want. Look how high we're getting this by just playing lands and cycle, playing lands and cycle. Okay, so 2/3 and a 1/1. Luckily, they're only playing little guys. Oh, that's the card I wanted to see with that double strike. Sadness. Okay, well, this card has haste, so I think I'm gonna. I don't really want to cycle though. Well, if I cycle now, I can get in for 5 because I don't see them blocking. They go to 16. These each can deal 7 each. So if for some reason I can cycle one more card, this is lethal on these two spells because 8 and 8 is 16 plus 5, not including attack. I'm gonna cycle it. We're gonna go for some burnsies. Take action. Okay, we just gotta hope to hit more of our cycling cards. All right, cross our fingers. One cycling card and we can just burn them out. We're looking at turn 5, so maybe we could, if we cycle like a 2-mana spell, we could probably kill them by turn 6, 7. That's pretty cool. And again, this gains life, so our life total just doesn't really matter. Yep. And that is fine. Boot Nipper. What'd it get? Death Touch. Ugh, come on. With these lands, man. 7, put them to 9. No, I think I need to wait. This right here, like I said, our life doesn't matter. And this isn't enough of a clock to care. I really wish one of these were a cycling spell. All it takes is one. He's checking it out to see if I can do it at instant speed. That's why he highlighted it. I can, but that's not the reason. I would have cycled it on my turn if that was what I was going to do. He's holding us back to possibly block that. So we're taking less damage, and I'm okay with it. Again, I'm holding these up for 8 each, so 8, 8, 16. No land. All right. Let's start the burn train. Cycle 2. Take action. Might as well do all the damage we can. We're going to let him try to eat this guy. Again, we're not caring about trading this guy off at this point. We got the damage to kill him. Okay. Let him boot nip our guy. He takes 4. Alright. He's at 12. We sit back. We kind of let him play out what his turn's going to be, not letting him know that, hey, we're going to hit over half your life. We do this, and we do this, we should kill him. Let him get in with his team. Again, no lifelink. He doesn't want us to hit for 5 out of nowhere, so he's holding him back. All things make sense. Go ahead and burn his face. Upkeep. And that, my friends, is what the cycling deck's all about. That's the reason this card's so good, and that's the reason we play the cycling deck. Burn his face again. Bingo, bango, bongo. So looking at what we're looking at, I know we're drawing a lot of land. It's possible we could go to 14 lands. If for some reason going forward we keep flooding, I may just go down to 14. Okay, destroy your own creature. I approve of this message. Destroy your own creature again. I don't play creatures for the most part. Yeah. Cool. So he's showing us all the good cards that are dead in his hand. Boom. What a lot of burn we just did. That is really cool. What a neat format. Then you can blindly just take all the cycling cards and get there. It's really cool. Alright, we're at 2 losses, 2 wins. Not a great starting record, but we're starting to figure it out. Let's look at the deck. I really like most of the stuff. The only thing that's really getting me is we're flooding a lot. To the point where maybe I should play this angel, or maybe another removal. Let's play the angel. It's a good way to punch him in the face. We'll add one more top end, take out a land, and we'll see if that fixes our land problems. We're down to 14 lands. That is crazy for about any format, but I think our cycling is just that good. We should be able to hit our lands pretty easily still. Point proven. 5 lands in hand. A cycling one and a payoff. Go first. We're going to thin our deck and then hope that we don't draw any more lands and start cycling. I'm going to keep it. It's possible we're about to be handed our 3rd loss. Again, we got 5/5 hasters and a phoenix in our deck, so we should be able to make use of this. Go ahead and sack this. We know the phoenix is double red, so we'll get a mountain. Cool. So, we'll pass the turn. Now, the question is, do I cycle here? And I think the answer is no. Ooh, if he does death touch. I don't want him touching my reflection with that. I think the answer now is yes, let's cycle. That changes things. Ugh, land, man, stop it. We're still going to play this out. Going down to 14 lands and still hitting 7 of your 14. Well, 8 if you include the Evolving Wilds in the graveyard. I think we're just at the bad end of that spectrum. Odds are that won't happen very often, but variance happens in Magic, and that's kind of where we're at. 3/4. 3/4 with Death Touch that can tap for 1 and deal 1. Okay. All that said, he just gave us an opening to cycle for 1 and beat in for 5. Which, fine. Ooh, yeah. Alright. Cool. If he wants to try to race, I'm in for a race. A race is the type of thing that we can do. I think I'm going to hold this cycling one to try to activate this again, and if he decides to keep this back, I might not. Does have death touch after all. We'll wait and see. He could hold up 4 mana and try to murder our guy. No. He's playing a crystal. Those crystals are probably pretty good in other decks. I hate that. I think I'm in with this in hand at least to go ahead and just cycle one. I'll decline. He can stay down. Do I want to cycle this, or would I like a 5/5? I think I'm going to cycle it. Decline. Alright, cool. I don't like the fact that we don't have any cyclers in hand, but I do love the fact that we have both of these. We did pass up on possibly cycling and swinging in with this guy, which we probably should have. What, get him for 1? Get this guy off the board. Does this do to any target or just creature? Any target. Okay. So he's a ping me 1 every turn. And that's fine. I don't care about dealing him 4. He can do what he can do. That's fine. Now I make with my opponent think with 5 cards in hand that I can activate him to trade. So he most likely won't swing. Which just buys me time, so sure. Let's go ahead and let him buy me time. Alright. Now it's a 5/4. Take action. We'll make him a dude now. Yeah. Okay. Lay a land in case I want to cycle and do this turn. Swing for 5. If for some reason he doesn't want to block here, we have a way to outright kill him soon. If he does block here, that's fine too. You can take 1 and get us closer to killing him with these. Yeah. Make 2. So if he negs 2 and then blocks here, sure, that's perfectly fine. I think I'll let this happen. I think these are more important going to face than killing these guys. Really? Okay. Go ahead. I'll let me do what you want. Sure. We'll cycle 1 in case we want to play something that we cycle. Pacifism, take 1 instead of 3. I don't hate that. 1 more cycler and like we can just burn their face again. I don't mind protecting my life total. So we'll go ahead and protect my life total here. And any cycling at this point, we're going to hopefully just downright win the game. Might take more than 1 cycling now. Cycle 1. Boop boop ba-doo. Okay, pass the turn. I think I'm going to burn them at the end of the turn. Because that'll put them to 8 and it still leaves me at the same place. If I'm able to get 1 cycler, I can still win the game. Again, their creatures are irrelevant if I'm gaining 7 each spell. So I can kind of just ignore them. So, let's see what happens. Bing. Oh, another land. Alright, that might change things. Now the question is, do I hit him for 7, put him to 9? Or do I have to wait to see if I draw a cycling here? I think I have to wait. unfortunately. If I hit a cycling, then I can just... That's not terrible either. That might buy me a little time. So, we'll lay him. And we can use him as a blocker. If they have removal for him, they do. But if not, then I can get in for 4 and then use my spells to kill them the rest of the way. So, let's wait and see what happens, but if they can't hurt my Phoenix, then I'm in really good shape. Oop. Yep, they could hurt my Phoenix. We kind of expected that, but that's okay. Alright, we're getting a little bit too close to our life total for my liking. Going to 3 doesn't feel good here. If on this turn I don't hit a cycling, I might have to start burning their face. Ooh, he may have just killed himself and not know it. He's going to 14. That might be a draw spell that costs him the game. He thinks he's very safe. And now I'm going to burn him at the end of the turn and then burn him on my upkeep again. So, let's go. Boom. Unfortunately, that's not a misplay on his part. He's at 14 health, so he doesn't think anything about it. Little you know, I have 2 of these Zenith Flayers in hand. And I can't think of anything in hand that could maybe gain him a life or save him from this. So I don't see any reason to really not just hit him with it. We're not going to win any other game. Yeah, got there. Oh, this deck is neat. This deck is neat. We're winning not by creatures, not by anything, but just straight going through our deck. Cycling, cycling. Love to see it. Alright, 3 and 2. A little bit better. Let's keep rounding off some wins. Man, what is with this deck, man? I go first so I can cycle and I can thin my deck. And then what, 5, 6? 6 of my 14 lands will be out of the deck, so I can start churning through non-lands, I would hope. I'm going to keep it, but it just needs to stop happening. I'm running 14 lands. Oh boy. Alright, Evolving Wilds. They're in them all. Let's go get a red. Again, the Phoenix is red, double red, so getting a red is the right call. That's a good draw. We'll send it back. And we'll cycle at the end of their turn. Cycle. Alright, now we have to make a decision. Getting this bigger or just cycling it. I think I'm on more just cycling it, getting more non-lands because we're only going to be able to grow it once. So I think the idea of cycling it into something better. No, do not cycle it that way. Cycle it this way. Whew, almost screwed me on the mana tapping, but I think cycling it's the right call. Okay, I don't care about giving anything trample or haste. I mean, this with trample would be cool, but it already has haste. I'm going to probably cycle this at the end of the turn instead of the serpent because there's a chance I still want to play the serpent. I know it's not mana efficient, but I think it's what I want to do because there's a chance I want to play that as a creature. I can always do this next turn if it does something I want to. Come on. And we already got this up to 4. Love that. Alright, now we can cycle both of these and get to keep this going. Yeah, let's go ahead and cycle this one. I don't think dealing the 2 is really anything we care about, because how long is that truly going to get in there, right? So we'll go ahead and cycle this one right now in case we draw something we want, like the Marmoset. We did not, so now we'll send it back. We don't have any 1 mana spells besides this guy, so there's no reason to cycle again. And there's nothing to pacifism, so we're kind of in a good place to like dirtle for a while until they're doing nothing. So which makes me think they have a convolute or something, but I know I'm not playing anything into that. Double Marmoset. Maybe I will play into it now. They're not doing me any good sitting in my hand, so they can counter one. I have another one. The double blue counterspell in this set can also cycle. But my point is they don't have double blue, so they can't do that. So the only counterspell I know that they could do there is Convolute. They could bounce my spell, maybe? Dark Bargain. That makes sense. I'm perfectly okay with that. Anything that gets their life total smaller, I'm on board. This is already up to 5. Flycatcher, Vigilance, or Reach. Just Vigilance, makes sense. What if I just pacify that? And that costs 1 to cycle. So I think I might play the Marmoset here. And I think I might hold this to try to get more of a mass damage in next turn. I think that's the right call. Cool. I want to maximize my cycling and pumping that Marmoset as much as possible. When that mutates, each person discards a card. Okay. It's a 4/4. Again, these guys are going to attack through that, so I'm happy I kept a hold of that cycling. Oh man. So what I could do is lay a 5/5 with haste, and then swing with this, and the 5/5 while being able to pump both of these. That just feels great. So let's do that. We might be able to get them low enough to start killing them with this. So boom, we'll cycle. There's no 1 green card, there's no giant growth in the set, so. Oh yeah, Divine Arrow, that should lock up the game for the most part. This does 6, so any cycling spell will kill them as well. So I really like where this game's at. Between the 2 spells, it should be able to finish it out. So at start, the cycling deck I was a little weary of the first 2 games, but it feels like it's really coming together. I feel like we got the right set of answers and stuff. Even though we flood here and there, we really figured it out. I think we figured out that if you got this amount of cycling and stuff, that you can get away with 3/4 drops in 14 lands, which feels just weird but awesome at the same time. So we'll go ahead and swing with everything and let our Zenith Flare finish the job. Boom, boom, boom. And just kill him. Boom. On to the next one. Alright. 4-2 so far. If I can get to 5 or 6 wins with this, then I think the cycling deck might actually be a decent deck. I think we didn't know how to play the first 2 games necessarily that well. We kind of fumbled through a little bit and stumbled and gave them a little bit of time. But I think we're really figuring it out now, and I think that starting to showing with us winning. They go first. I'm on the draw, so I got a good chance of drawing my land. And if I don't draw my land, I can always cycle one and get a land and draw to further in my deck. So let's see, I got one draw from our draw, two draws. So I got 3 draws to draw another land to cycle some more. So I'm going to keep it. One lander, I'll keep it. We got so much cycling 2 in this hand, and a cycling 1, and a decent removal. All that said, I think I'd rather Evolving Wilds and get my white. Take the turn off to go get a mana. And then after that, we should be able to start going. Marmoset. I like it. We got one. This is 2 and a bunch of cycling 2. So do I want to cycle 2 or get this guy out? I think I'm going to get this guy out. I think there's a chance I want to start triggering him. And in this color pair, a lot of it's like pacifism and right. So, and he could trade here if I wanted him to. So first things first. Let's cycle. Which one do we want to cycle? I think the big creature is one of the least likely to be cast, so we'll cycle that. Try to get a land out. Try to start getting our deck churning. Okay. No attacks. Now we got a 1 mana and 2 other 2 mana cyclers and 2 removals. We're in a good spot. And 2 creatures to try to finish the game. What's that guy? Search for a whisper name, put it on the battlefield tap. Oh, that's neat. He's itty bitty, but it's pretty neat. Oh, we're never casting this Lava Serpent. So if I'm going to do anything, I'm not going to do the cycle 1. I'd rather do a cycle 2. If we hit a land, then we can also do the cycle 1. Alright, we're still at the same place, but that's perfectly fine. Now we got 2 cycle 1s. All that being said, I think the Phoenix has got to go. I just want to hold on to as many of the little guys as possible, and this guy can just keep pinging until I hit my big stuff. Ooh, I hate that. I hate that. Humans. Okay, so he gets Battle Cry. And if I kill it, then they return with flying. Yeah, I think I got to take 5. I'm going to take 5 here. Man. I want to pacifism this to try to stem the bleeding. But I also want to keep getting through my deck because I got to hit lands or I'm never going to win this game. I got 3 cycle 1s. So I think I have to be greedy and cycle until I hit a land. And if I have to take a hit for 7, that's what I'm going to do. Well, 8. Yeah. Alright. Cycle the one we can never cast. Alright, land. Cool. Oh, why did I cycle with the white? Okay, I'm never blocking. So let's swing. If he wants to trade here, then we can get him with the double strike card. Oh man, that feels bad. Draw another card with that or get in for 4? No, I'm gonna hang on to it. Alright, end turn. I really didn't mean to tap the white there. I think the auto tapper got me. As it's known to do. So now we gotta decide whether we want to cycle 2 1-mana spells or cycle a 2-mana spell. Yep. It's gonna hurt. I think I'm gonna cycle 2 1-mana spells. I think digging more into my deck is more important at this point. So we'll keep digging. Boom. Alright, there's a land. Like that. Boom. Land. Okay. Alright, so we can gain a life with that. We can also take this, pacify that. I think we're back to swinging. We could deal 4 here, but I don't see the point of that. I think what we want to do instead is deal 2, pacify this guy. Alright, so we might have found ourselves in a better spot here by digging more into the deck, so my mistake might have actually been okay. Puts that on the battlefield, that's fine. At least it doesn't get the battle cry. Yeah, so he could kill this guy and it could really hurt my game plan. How many cards do we have in here? 7? So we've got 6 cyclers, so if we hit the Zenith Flare, we're really in it. Okay. Boom, boom. Deal 3 to any target, so this itself could end up killing me soon. Oh, man. Let's think here. So if I laid this, I have to pay 2 to cycle. If I lay this, I can lay this and this, and kind of sit back and hope that he can't hit me for 3. Yeah, and hope that he doesn't have more of these in the deck. I think that's the right plan. I think I lay a regular land and kind of let these 2 cyclers be able to save my butt. And I want to keep as many people back as possible, because if he gets any of these through, this starts getting really scary. So if he's able to kill any of these or get these through, then this is going to be really, yep, I think we have to let him do that. As bad as it is, we'll sit back. Alright, the more we buy time, the more chance we can just draw Zenith Flares and just get completely out of this. Remember, if we kill these, they become flyers. So he should swing with these. Oh, God. Yep. So if we take 3 and kill this, we take 3 and kill this becomes a flyer, so that's going to be 1 damage that's going to come in for good. And this would be, so there'd be 2 things back. Oh, goodness. Or we could double block this, and then this would become a flyer. And we get rid of our marmoset. Or we take it and attempt to swing back. If we do that, we take it, we go to 1. We attempt to swing back. We can swing with both of these and cycle this, making this a 4-3 and a 2-2. He takes 1, goes to 10. So that's 4 plus 6, so he'd be at 4, and I could give something double strike and possibly win. That's if he doesn't block with this. Yeah, he's telling me my go. You're going to wait, buddy. I don't think there's any way for me to beat this if I don't go my line. I played my 2 pacifisms. I'm going to not block, but it's possibly wrong. So let's start off first. Let's swing. Here's hoping he doesn't block. Cross our fingers. Oh my God, he did not block. Seriously? We kind of stole this game, guys. What? Why don't you block there? Huh? Alright, guys. We got very lucky that game. I played a way to win, but it was very slim chance, and we shouldn't have won. There's no reason for him not to block there. At least on the 2/2. Incredible. So if we double block there, I don't think there's any chance for us to win, especially with what's left in our deck. So I think that's our only out to win is if he messes that up, and he did. So right call, I guess. But it's a game we shouldn't win. We shouldn't be at 5-2. We should be at 4-3. But let's keep playing it. I love this. This cycle deck's sweet. All right, cycle 1. Got these guys if we get there. We got a cycle 2. Yeah, easy. I think the marmosets are very good. So we'll go all the way through. We'll cycle 1 at the end of their turn. We'll cycle 1 right now. Cool. All right, we'll keep that cycle 1 in our hand, and we'll cycle this one. Because we're never going to cast it. Okay. We'll go ahead and use our Evolving Wilds, and we'll just cycle 2 at the end of their turn. I don't mind drawing a land, so I'm going to cycle 2 before fetching and thinning our deck. Sure. Chose Death Touch. You're going to choose Lifelink with this one. Death Touch. I'm a lot less scared of Death Touch than Lifelink there. Oh, I did that wrong. I just said I was going to do it the other way. The other way was the right way. Oh well. I drew land anyways. Drew another land. And so it goes. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and lay a marmoset. First strike's pretty good against this board. Gives us a way to swing as well. The things we got to worry about in the cycling deck when swinging with a marmoset is like Divining Arrow. So you kind of load up and kind of go boom, 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 and getting them huge, and then they just blow you out by Divining Arrow. So you kind of want to play it when their cards are low, and you kind of want, well, that's also pretty good. And you want to play it when they're tapped out, it seems. So we let them get in for 4. All that being said, I don't mind cycling 1 here. I know it'd be good for this, but I think we're going to keep going through our deck. Pacifism, sure. I think I'm good with Marmoset. And I don't mind taking 2, and this is another good blocker. So we'll send it back. And if they're able to deal with this guy too, then we'll just, cycle for 1 or cycle for 2. 5/5 doesn't attack into these guys, so I probably won't mind cycling him. Blood Curdle, sure. Sure, that's fine. There was an option to, pacify one of these guys, but they're so little, and we're going to gain a bunch of life with this. Just the kind of deck where you definitely just play your life as a resource. Alright, cycle. Although, to be honest, getting him for 5 there wasn't bad. Getting for 5 here isn't bad either. I think I will. Yeah, we'll take 4 back. That's fine. Cycle. Take action. We'll get him for 5. Okay. And now we'll have Divining Arrow up if we absolutely need it. If they somehow threaten something huge. Again, I don't mind taking 4. Especially knowing we can pacify anything he plays after this. Sure. Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pacify this. We're going to go ahead and cycle this for 1. This is up to 7, so we're already getting pretty close to killing them. Oh man. Alright, and this turn, I think we'll still hold up Divining Arrow. And I think I might actually Divining Arrow one of these targets. Just be on the safe side. Cool. That's fine. Take 2, go to 4. That way we can get around any chance of them pumping something +2/+2 and killing us there. I mean, we could have reacted later to that, but I think this is the better call. Alright, so I cycle for 1, swing for 5, deal 2, put him to 9, or just pacify and then cycle. What if I cycle first? Because if I hit a land, I want to do things differently. So let's go ahead and cycle first. We will make that a creature. Interesting. 7. If I deal 2, he goes to 9, so that won't be good enough for that. So yeah, I think I just gotta pacify this guy. Then I get a chance of dying. I think I just want to swing. Let him block. If he doesn't block, then he dies. Okay, he dies. That's perfectly fine too. Let's go see if we can get the 7 wins out of this deck. Oh. Wow. Cycling's for real. Alright. We're going for the end boss. Here we go. Can the cycling deck go the whole way? What a start to the format, guys. What a start. Against real opponents. Drafting against real people. So cool. Not everybody getting the god decks that Arena usually gives you. We got 4 mana, so that sucks, of course, but we got a bunch of cycling. And this guy turn 2 we seen can be really a good person to have, and I think I'll save these for him. We're on the play. So I won't cycle 1 this turn. The more damage, the better with this guy. The more damage any of these cards, the better, because we can just finish the game. Yeah. So we have a good 1-2 punch with these two, and then we can start really hammering them. Cool. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. Boom, boom. Do you have a way to kill that guy? Let's start off with a swing. He's not in white, so I don't know what he could have here to really break this up. Okay, cool. And he could Essence Scatter or Marmoset, but that's perfectly fine. We'll just go with the rest of our stuff. Fire Prophecy, yeah. That's probably the best card he could add there. He's paid off for sure by waiting. But then again, we're giving our hand, we're not in a bad spot. Yep. We won't be targeting that anyways. Okay. So, I think he would trade here. So I don't think I'm going to give him that option. But I do want to see, nope. I think white is more often that I'm going to hit a 2-drop. What we can get off of this, maybe we can hit another Marmoset or something. Nope. Alright, let's see if we can hit that 2-drop red-white person. Alright, we did not. Yeah, I don't think I want to swing. I think I'd rather keep pinging them down, hope that our helixes can like finish the game again. Now I have to decide whether I want to save this guy or not. We're going to let them play through their turn before I make that decision. Because if they hold up mana, I mean, they got a counter. I'm not going to be playing it next turn. But a 5/5 haster also being this flooded could be exactly what I need to win the game. Well, I don't have to make the decision now, so let's go to the next turn. Okay. Back-to-back 5/5 flyer. Hasters could be good. So we'll see if that's what we want to play it as. He's in blue, so he could play some flash people, but we're going to swing. We'll play into it. I got a feeling he's holding counters, which we can just strand in his hand by holding up these cycle people. We will see. He's really thinking about it. Nope. Alright, took 2. I love that. We'll keep trading off these. You hit me, I hit you, all this fun stuff. Loses all abilities. So if we sincerely think he has counters, then the 5/5 hasters aren't going to be very good. But if he doesn't have counters, then the 5/5 hasters are going to bash really hard. He's in this color of the spells. I'm going to cycle at least one and kind of, okay, cycle that as well. Alright, cool. At least we got a good amount of damage out of him. 8 damage. 4 cycling cards in the yard. All that being said, do we want to just get the counter out of his hand? Or do you want to just keep cycling here? Buy time, go through our deck some more. I think the answer is I'm going to go through my deck some more. I think I want him to tap out somehow and kind of get him with these, thinking we don't have anything. Okay, and I don't care about a 2/2. I don't want to pay 4 for it either. So we'll send the turn back. I don't think I'm cycling the Serpent right now. And I also got enough mana to cycle it later and still do other stuff, so I don't really feel like I have to do it right now. So yeah, I'll just let it come back to me. He definitely has something. I don't mind getting live, continue to stall things. I still don't feel the need to just play into what his game plan wants to be. Get the counter out of his hand and then let him start doing things on his turn. I still want to kind of push him to do something. So we'll keep playing this draw go stuff. Again. A 2/2 attacks decently on this board, but again, I don't feel the need to really put it out there. Alright, Marmoset, we'll make him counter that. Which he will. He didn't. Okay. Alright, he thinks we have something else, and we're going to just ship it back. Really? What do you have? Okay, that's fine. Just keep playing this back and forth game. Just waiting for our opening to really get in with this 5/5 or draw some out of this flood a little bit. Again, every turn really isn't hurting us that bad, so we can just kind of keep taking it. And I don't feel the need to cycle. Okay, we're hitting a lot of our lands. We're at 4, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 of our 14 lands, so only 4 left in the deck. That's a good ratio to remember. Yeah, play that. And we have enough to play this if he counters that now. Because if he, yep. Yep, I'm still going to be patient. No attacks. Enter. Gust to win. Got him again. Okay. Cool. Kind of playing a little tempo game with me. Okay. Here's a Marmoset. Here's a cycled fox. Now I could have saved that to swing next turn, but odds are he's not going to let me do that. Alright, it's time. I got 2 in hand, so if he wants to counter 1, he can counter 1. This is what he's been waiting for. So he's either going to convolute or cancel it. Yep, convolute. We knew that was coming. Imagine the amount of damage we'd be doing with this if he didn't touch it. All but 1. Yeah, 8. We'd be dealing like 6 more with him. Alright, so now he's going to swing for 2. Is that all flyers? Yep. Target this creature. All creatures. Okay. Yep. Big guy. Yeah, it's a big guy. Let's go ahead and pacify that guy. Because he's not a flyer, so it only costs 2. Because if we can pacify him, and then they let us lay the serpent here, because I'm going for it at this point. No more waiting. If we pacify him and can get in with both the serpent and the Marmoset, then we put him on a real clock. Okay? So them neutralizing this allows us to play the big guy now, finally. Do we swing at the big guy? 6 as menace. So we'd have to block with 1. So if he removes 1, we can't block anyways. Yeah, I think I'm going to allow myself to go to 1. Yep. Allow myself to go to 1 here. Get him for 5. Okay. Let's see if he can kill me. If he can, then he did. Possibly I played around that counter for too long, but he definitely had 2 of them, as we've seen. So I think it was still the right choice. It just, between the counters and the draw spells and the removal, we just had a lot. But he only swung with 1 here, so we got a real chance at this. We have a real chance at this. There's some good draws on the top of the deck. Okay. All right. That was not one of them. It'd be really good if we had cycling. So we swing for 5 here. They can block with the 2/4 and the 2/2. They can block with basically all 3, and I kill 2 of them. If they have to respect it. If they don't respect it, then I just die. So that's a pretty tough game to play. They can swing with both flyers in the air to kill me. Not kill me, to get me to 1. they swing out and I lay the creature and I just hold back to block, then this thing has menace, right? So 2 would have to block there and the other one would block here. And I would take 1. So, and if they remove 1, then I would just die. So is the plan to swing and make them respect me having something? Or is the plan to sit back and hope they can't remove something? They've drawn a lot of cards. Yeah, hit me with your go all you want. It is what it is. I'm thinking it through. It might be best to swing. I really might. Maybe I should swing because the prospect of me being able to block and survive doesn't seem very good. Whereas if I swing, I might make them have to trade off some of their people. And if they have to either double block and kill Bose or triple block if they want to take him out. Yeah, so I'm going to swing. I think it's the best call because then I can leave these 3 back. And if they can remove any of it, then, you know, it is what it is. But if I sit back with 4 creatures, I don't think I'm winning either way. Now I have to really think about it. And if I trade for 2 other creatures, that leaves me to a lot of top decks that I can really win with. If they take it and they let me somehow survive, oh man. Alright. Here we go. Whammy, no whammy. This is the one I really want them to let me keep. Because I have so much mana that any cycling I get, I can just pew, 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 pew. Oh, dang it. That's exactly what we didn't want to see. Well, that's the end of the game. I'm not sure I played right the whole way. It's possible I shouldn't have played around the counter so much and just accepted that if it gets countered. But I was kind of flooding out and I was kind of limiting my resources, so I think I played it the right way. But it's possible I didn't. Honestly, with this being the first draft I've ever done on here, and it being something so out of the box like cycling like that, I'm ecstatic about 6 and 3. I feel like you can legit do a cycling deck on here, and that's just exciting. So this set looks like a lot of fun, and I will definitely have more drafts to come. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, and you can let me know if you've seen anything I missed. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the future, guys.